Ladies, is happiness more important than your duty? This is a good question.
What?
Let's go around
Hold
with this.
on.
I'll say it again. Let's start with you. Julie, is happiness more important than your duty?
What?
Right.
As a part.
No,
As
so
Specific. Yeah.
we know duty. It's just your duties, period.
No.
We're speaking about
Happiness doesn't
relationships.
equal duty.
Speaking about relationships.
It doesn't always. No, it doesn't always equate.
Okay, so-
yeah, so no, it doesn't. What is he freaking
So
asking
I'll say it
again?
again. Is happiness more important to your Is happiness more important to your duties
No.
in a relationship?
No, it's
Okay.
not.
What about you?
No.
Okay. What about you?
You said it was my happiness.
Is your happiness more important than your
Your
duties?
duties as a wife in a relationship or a girlfriend in a relationship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, shit.
No, I agree with you in a way, yes, but
Be
after-
honest. There's
Just
no,
answer
I'm
yes
being
or no.
honest. I'm nothing but honest. So when you be thinking I'm lying, that's crazy. But I just think that after so long, of me doing these duties and like just doing it and expecting to be happy and I'm not, then somewhere along the line I'm gonna think about my happiness because I'm no longer waking up happy go lucky.
Okay, so happiness is more important than
Yeah.
your duties. What about you?
Yes,
Yeah, shorty, all you had to say was no.
Because if I'm being honest,
You know what I mean?
if I'm not happy, I'm gonna continue to do my. This is the conversation we was all having earlier when Chloe
we
brought
know.
it up, right? But I never had to make my point because I disagreed with her. If I'm unhappy, I'm still gonna continue to do my duties, right?
Okay.
right.
Damn.
What about you?
I did that, yeah. Like
No, I didn't finish
I
it,
put
it's
my
okay.
happiness, I put my duties over my happiness. So I would say yeah.
yeah, what? That your happiness is more important than your duties?
If I'm not happy, I can't
Okay.
do my
Really
duties.
just
That was my point.
happiness
That was my point.
upon his
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Let's go to her.
No, they're not. I don't. It would take a long period of time for me to stop doing what I am having to do as a woman for me to get to that point.
I'm not saying I'm gonna stop. I'm just saying I'm gonna be a whole lot happier with a smile on my face. Hell, he's gonna love it. I'm gonna love it here. But if I'm not happy, we're both gonna hate it here. But you're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get your plate of food, but you're just not gonna love it here.
Okay, so
What
like
if
I
he's
was
happy
saying,
with
like
that?
I was
That's what
trying
leads
to
to
say,
cheating.
you're unhappy, but you're gonna still continue to do your duties,
Yeah.
like cook, clean, but there's no love in that.
That's the
Yeah,
error
there's
of it,
no
man.
love
There's no love in that.
There's no love in it.
But
That's
I'm
what I
gonna
was trying to
still
say
do
earlier.
it to
So-
make you happy.
And the man's gonna know that. He's gonna feel
right.
that.
You're gonna know I'm doing
Listen,
it to make
ladies.
you happy.
She stops playing
I
with your
think that
ears.
you have it all backwards.
Damn, that's crazy.
You have it all backwards. And let me speak to you, young ladies, because you said something. There's no love if you're not happy.
Right. That's what
Let
I
me
said.
finish.
That's what I said.
Listen, let's unpack.
I know Cooley probably finna cook, but to say that is crazy because men show love all the time. We could be miserable, but I still love you. You could get on my damn nerves, but if I love you, I love you. So my love for you ain't based off of the fact that if I'm happy or not. Once I love somebody, I love somebody. Now we can get into the semantics and say, hey, I won't put up with this, I won't put up with that, this is my boundaries, etc. But as far as love goes, you can't, that ain't something you could just turn on and off like that if you actually love somebody.
Just let's unwind this out. You know, when I speak slow, I'm kind of trying to get y'all in engaged more, right? So, because it'd be chaotic sometimes. So, think about what you just said, and it's backwards. That it really doesn't make any sense. Okay. You say that there's no love if there isn't any happiness.
How is that backwards?
Let me ask you a question. It's a rhetorical question. I'm going to answer it for you, ladies, right?
Okay.
How can you even measure what love is if there isn't any duty?
Why?
Listen, think about this. Are you capable? No human being is capable of measuring love without any duty, without any action. So to say that there cannot be any love if there isn't any happiness, that's just a lie. There cannot be any love. Listen, there cannot be any love if there isn't any duty. That's the fact. That's the
But
fact.
it's conditional.
No,
Love
but
for
listen.
your
I understand
But
what you're
listen, what I'm saying. That's the fact. Action. In order to experience love, you must take action. You get what I'm saying? Happiness is a feeling, and not only that, happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes. You're in an emotional state.
Right.
You can never like sustain happiness forever.
Right.
Like,
Not
no,
all the time.
especially women. Y'all chicks wake up every day a different person.
Right.
Right? You wake up Kayla, you wake up
Mariah.
I feel personally attacked.
Nikki, like Myra, you wake up different people all the time. So
I think
let
it's
that
more
sink
so
in.
different emotions.
But when you're
rather
happy
than
and in
different
love, you
people.
just
Women
want to
just need
do.
to take a nap.
When you're
That's what-
happy and you're
okay.
in love, you just want to do.
No, can I
I'll
say
be trying to
something?
get deep, man.
No, I agree
But-
with him. No, wait,
just
because I
saying.
agree with him. I agree with him because at the end of the day, just because you're unhappy
Right.
doesn't mean you don't not love your man.
Right, I agree with her. Thank you.
So what that means is if you're taking the love out of what your duty is, that's untrue. There's still love in there because if there wasn't love, you wouldn't be doing your duty.
So
You're just doing
with
it
that,
unhappy.
So
Right.
with that being said,
So I understand.
If you're gonna stop your duties as a wife in the relationship
That means you're
because you're
not
not happy, that means you're not in
But
love.
we didn't say we were gonna stop it. We're
Yeah.
doing it
He's
gonna
saying the
happen.
reverse.
Precisely what I was saying earlier. I like that young lady. I like her.
No, he's saying the reverse.
That means you're not in
Yeah.
love. If you stop
Yeah.
your duties as a wife, that means you're not
You're
in
not
love.
in love
You don't
because
love
hold on,
Which is what
stop,
I
hold
just
on,
said.
hold on.
That's
This
what I
thing,
just said.
this
That
thing
wasn't
about
the
our
question.
parents, we get our parents upset sometimes, but they still what?
Do for
love
us
us.
because they
Pay
love
the
us.
That's
bills.
unconditional
Take care of
love.
us.
That's unconditional love. That's
And
for
if
your
you really
children
love your
and
man,
parents.
that's unconditional.
No.
Yes.
It's this.
No.
Yes.
Look,
You know
stop,
why?
stop,
Marriage
stop,
is a
stop.
So when your man cheats on
It's the same concept. Because as men, again, we can be miserable. You can piss us off. You can get on our nerves. But if you are a woman, we going to make sure you straight at the end of the day. We might fuss at each other. We might get into disagreements. I might not be able to stand your ass sometimes and vice versa. But if I truly love you, I'm going to be in that bed with you at the end of the night. You know, you can face your way, I can face my way. But I can't turn it off.
Yo,
you,
real quick.
it's unconditional
I know,
love.
real
You
We're
quick,
not
deal
ladies.
with
condoning
it.
cheating. No,
Ladies,
that's
not the
different.
same.
We're not
That's not the
con-
same.
Ladies, let Lee
Listen.
just land his plane.
Sorry.
Listen,
One mic at a
listen.
time.
If you stop doing your duties as a woman for your husband while you're unhappy, you're not in love. For example, it's the same. That love is the same as your parents. We get our parents upset all the time. We've done things that our parents don't approve of at all.
They still
But
wash
what?
our laundry, cook us food, they pay the rent, take care of us.
But I didn't say stop. I
clothes
said
on
you're
our
doing it
Because, like,
unhappy.
look, because if,
That's
if,
what I said.
if I'm in a relationship with one of you guys and you guys did something that pissed me off, but I still come home and bring you your favorite food or
I'm paying
pay
the
the
rent.
bills or
That's what we're saying.
you
We're
know
not
what I'm saying?
stopping.
Yeah,
but,
we're not
but remember,
stopping.
I'm unhappy. So, but what? So some of what? Some,
That is not what y'all saying. That's a bullshit ass lie. Y'all are saying that if y'all are not happy, y'all are not going to do X, Y, and Z. He is saying, even if he's not happy, even if you piss him off, like I stated earlier, he will still bring you your favorite meal home, even though you mad at him or he's mad at you because he loves you. He will still pay the bills. He not going to not pay the bills just because he's unhappy because he loves you. He's still going to make sure it get done. He might be mad at you for the day. So y'all are not saying the same thing at all.
what you saying is, if I'm unhappy, I'm going to stop doing my duties.
No. We didn't say that.
Okay,
We're not
so
saying
You're
that.
doing it
Now,
unhappy.
now that they switched the tone of
Yeah.
what they were saying.
I don't know where we are right now.
No,
That
okay,
was
so
it.
No, no.
I feel like it was my
Yeah, yeah.
original comment.
Yeah,
My
that's-
original comment was, I may be unhappy, but I'm going to continue to
To
do my duties.
Yeah, that's what she said.
But there will be no love in it. And now that you
And
both
she said the same
explained-
thing, too. I just didn't believe her.
But now that you both explain, right?
That's what it was.
Now that you both explain, I understand what you're saying
Yeah.
because I agreed. If you really love someone, you're going to continue to do your duties if you're unhappy.
Yeah.
Once that love is gone, the duty is gone. And I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
That's
agree
what
with that
we were
too.
saying. That's
Okay,
what we
so
were saying.
let me get
we
to the
had
super
get there,
chats.
but we got there.
I
Because
agree with what you're
it's
saying.
we going on 12:40. All right, so we got Pedro,
So about 3 to 4.
Fedro, sends him $5. Men have the monopoly on force. If we really had a rule of thumb, would feminisms have still happened? Man, that's a deep question. It may
Say
be
that
not.
again?
It may not be enough time to. I'll ask the ladies. Let's start with
Don't start with me.
Start with me.
I'm gonna do you last. I'm gonna start with Lauren.
Thank you.
Get her
What's
to
the question
engage.
again?
I got you. So here's the question: Men have the monopoly on force. You know what that means? Okay.
Brief explanation.
So, meaning that like rights equals force. You only have
Like power?
not just power in a
Trying to
sense.
say
Yeah.
Men
but-
have the full power.
Well,
basically.
like think about like rights. Rights is just a construction of the mind. right? And then since rights is a construction, like we have these laws, it's on paper, but before it's on paper, it comes from the mind. When it's on paper, we can just crumble that paper up and no one can adhere to it. So
Exactly. Rights have no power without somebody to enforce the rights. That's why we have a military. That's why we have the police force. You know what I'm saying? For criminals. You know, otherwise it'll just be the purge. It'll be worldwide chaos every day, just complete insanity. If we didn't have somebody to enforce the protection and rights that we have, it would mean nothing.
that someone has to enforce what's on that piece of paper, what came from the mind. And men have the physical strength to enforce what's on that paper. We are the only gender that can enforce the law because we are physically capable. If someone breaks the law, we can enforce consequences on those people. And that consequences, which would be put them in jail, they go to prison, X, Y, Z. Women can't do that. And they can't do it for men. Like, women can't grant men rights because they can't protect men like men can protect women. So he's saying that men have the monopoly on force, meaning that all the rights that you have, like the right to vote, the right for an abortion, all of these things all came from men. Even the right to work.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Came from a man.
just us three in here alone, me and him, if we didn't ever want y'all to leave this building, if there wasn't any men to save y'all, y'all wouldn't leave this building. Truthfully, truth
There's
be
six
told.
of us. There's
Exactly.
three of you.
Actually, there's more than
No.
6 of us.
Yeah, like, listen, no, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
He said, not this situation.
This is actually a real thing. I'm 6'4", benching 310 on my good days with the shoulder right, 315.
We have an
He's
army drill.
6 foot. He's 6'4" as well.
I don't have my gun.
Strong.
I'm 6'3".
What y'all mentioned though?
I'm 6'3".
Nigga,
No, you're not.
Get the camera.
He said he's 5'2".
This nigga 4'11".
Nigga my age.
Hey, and if he was 4'11", it still wouldn't matter. He's still manhandling every female in that room. So that kind of still proved the point that Cooley's trying to make.
Nigga my height.
Nah, but what the point is, let's get to the
Why
point,
they messing
right?
with your height like you childish?
Nah, he brought it up and you tried to get for him. Stop playing.
I did. That's how you were.
Ladies, look, the point is what he's saying is, let's see if we can get an answer. Now, since you understand force, right? Meaning that all your rights come from men. Men grant rights and we enforce it. So men have the monopoly on force. If we really had a rule of thumb, would feminism have still happened?
So if men have a rule of thumb, would feminism
Still
still
have
have
happened?
happened? No, I'm not, because men have the overall say, from your explanation.
Okay, what about you?
I agree, because at the end of the day, based off of what you said about women, we supposed to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Clearly, our voice matters.
All right.
So
What about
there's
you?
that.
I don't even know if I want to answer that because they'll keep attacking me on this.
Go ahead, do it, Taurus.
I agree with all of them. You know I do.
All right, what about you?
I'm sorry.
She's gonna disagree with all of us.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So men have the monopoly on the force. If men really had the rule of thumb, would feminism have still happened?
I think this is the only thing we all agree with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait.
I think we all
Hold on.
agree
I
with
think I'm
that.
misunderstanding. If in terms of like the patriarchy, like if the patriarchy still had a chokehold on
Think a little bit.
Because when I think of monopoly,
You're
I think
almost
of-
there.
I think of like big businesses taking over small businesses.
Okay,
that's
fair
what I
enough.
think of. When
Okay,
monopoly,
well,
so
what?
that's why.
Yeah, it's all of it, right? But I mean, I think you gave your answer. That's fine.
Yeah,
You
I
agree?
just feminists killed everything, bro. I don't like feminists, and
Yeah.
y'all mess it up for everything. I want to be a stay-at-home mom, like.
No, I agree with that.
Hey, shout out to her.
Women
But
had
isn't
no.
that feminine?
I don't think women
It's
should
not.
be in
It's
PD.
different
I don't
from
think
feminism.
women
Yeah.
should make
Okay. Trying to be equal.
legislation.
Wait, hold
Okay,
Why?
okay.
I'm not trying to do
Because
that.
women will impede.
So
I work
that's
in.
Ladies, real quick.
Sorry,
I
sorry,
work
sorry.
in
I just wanna
EMS, and I
understand.
tell you right now, the male cop is doing more of the restraining than the female cop is. She got to back up because she's going to get hurt.
Yep.
So they're basically working on their own. Same thing with fire. Women should not be in the fire department because a fire lifts. That's what we call them for. They're not going to be able to lift a Jolly Green Giant. You
I
know what I
get
mean?
it. I
Women
do.
should not be in legislation. I don't feel like
Okay,
there should be a female
that-
president.
Let it finish.
Because again, women are just emotional. You know what I mean? It doesn't. And at the end of the day, too, like men have more logic than women do. So I hope that answered the question. I don't have a fever. I was a liberal. I'm telling you guys, I was a liberal, but
You woke up.
I woke
You
up.
woke up out of it.
We ain't
Yeah.
had this conversation. I woke up out of the nonsense because at the end of the day, women need to be at home, be with the kids. They shouldn't be out. That's why chivalry's dead, because you women think that, you know.
I agree if we have a strong
You're boxed
leader,
up.
but again, like she said, they're not being raised into strong leaders. We have boys, not men.
We have feminine women
That's
raising men.
why
There's boys in this world. There's men in this world. Pick the men. It's simple. 1 + 1 is 2. Don't talk to a person that you feel like operates like a boy. There's plenty of manly men. Pick the men. God damn.
you have women trying to be firefighters and freaking cops.
That was a good
Come
one.
on, you know this.
Did that kind of
Is
answer
that-
the question
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
thank
bit?
you.
with
I was a
her.
bit confused.
Let me go with you, Julie. Just let me get an answer. So since men have the monopoly on force, if men had the rule of thumb, would feminism still have happened?
No.
No. Okay, cool. So the truth is that it's both answers.
You forgot, Chloe.
Oh,
Yeah, you said she was last. Damn.
go ahead.
It's okay. No, I believe feminism wouldn't have been a thing, personally, because men would have still have the rule of thumb.
Yeah. So it's actually both, right? Here's the trueness of it, right? Let me explain it to you. Feminism is only here because of men. Like men granted. So if we bring it back a little bit, right? How feminism started. How things start, it's in the mind first. Influence creates thinking, thinking creates behavior. So if we look back in 1903, that's when the suffragettes started and their movement, and which was they looked at the nuclear family and the patriarchy as being oppressive to them. So then they started complaining and making some noise. But they knew that if women actually voted on being in the workforce and having the right to vote, they knew that women would vote against it. And they actually knew this because they would go out and do their little marches and their little events, and women would be disagreeing with them all the time. Like, no, I don't want to be working in the coal mines and these things and taking a man's position. I want to be at home raising my kids and, doing little secretary stuff or in a daycare. Women always have jobs. They always had jobs, always, since the beginning of time. You never not had a job. That's crazy. Why wouldn't you? Another person, you could walk, you got limbs. Why wouldn't we put you to work? You always worked. So those things are just lies. But to be equal in the workforce as a man, that's what feminism was fighting for, because they wanted to be independent from the man. They viewed, once again, the patriarchy and the nuclear family as being oppressive. So the only reason why women got the right to vote, which is the 19th Amendment, is because the government just allowed it. Non-government organizations, a lot of NGOs, funded these feminist organizations, this feminist idea, and they made it happen. So the government just granted women the 19th Amendment. Women didn't actually vote on this, and the feminists knew that women would actually vote against having the right to vote because women knew their place in society and they were happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's the truth of it. So would feminism still have existed without women? I would say that, well, men are the ones that gave them the rights anyway. Here's the thing when it comes to men having the monopoly on force. They can grant your rights, but they can also take them away.
I was going to ask that.
They can grant rights, but they can also, so it's actually both. So it all depends on the man. Like if the man wants to say, if enough men are influenced or whatever to, want to, or they not even influenced, they're just like, yeah, let's just give them some rights, yes. Or if they're like collectively, no, we're not giving them any rights. They can grant it and take it away. So that's the meaning of having the monopoly on force.
All right, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Another cool review from Cooley on the No Fugazi podcast. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Juan Ramon, Raw Reality Mindset. We out. Gang.
Yeah, you the real, but it's like you can't take the real of me. Don't bring them bad vibes, don't need you killing my energy. Can't fuck with you if you a fuck nigga, ain't feeling me. She try to ride a nigga way to the filigree. Can't trust her soul, no, I can't fuck with none of my